What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we added in this new gondola, connecting the western zone all the way over to our new pirate theme zone. But there's a problem with it, okay? I was kind of thinking that it would really help increase foot traffic out here, but it really hasn't. And I still want to add a hotel, but it doesn't really make sense for us to do that until we have enough people out here who are willing to stay in said hotel. Honestly, our little pirate town looks more like a ghost town at the moment. So we're going to be fixing that today, for real this time. I think 3 flat rides is good, but we need one major attraction. And I'm thinking, what better ride than a log flume? Who doesn't love a log flume? So I'm temporarily just going to place this down right here. I think something else that we need to do is grab our path and continue it from here, kind of connecting into this tiny exit footpath that we have for our victory ride. After thinking about this a little bit more, I've decided to move the station for the ride elsewhere, and in its place, we've now expanded our lake. I know a lot of you were saying you really didn't want to see a square lake out here. I'm sorry to report, it is definitely still square-ish, but it'll get better. Okay, it'll definitely get better. We still have this whole area that we can work on to make it look, well, less square. But now I think we're at a point to where we can start constructing this ride. And something that I've often done with log flumes is I make them too tall, like scarily tall. So I'm gonna try not to do that this time around. But first, I think let's just bring it out this way. I'd like to kind of use this real estate maybe behind the station, or actually behind the station would probably be a mistake, right? Because our queue is gonna have to be over here. And the only reason I did that is because I feel like having our exits as close to the main footpath as we can get it is gonna be better. Does that make sense? I'm having a really hard time speaking today. That's probably like the 4th or 5th take on just one sentence, which is very uncommon for me. But anyways, back to customizing this ride. I'm gonna try to bring this out to the edge of that path right there, and then we'll kind of curve it around a little bit. Maybe see if we can get the distance equal. Did I make it too tall again? Is this like unnaturally tall? Let me get back a little ways. I mean, it's not taller than like the tallest drop on our American Aero coaster. It's not taller than the sky shot thing. So maybe it's okay. Let me know though if I royally screw this up. So now that we've made it up to the top, we're gonna curve around 90 degrees here, make it as short as we possibly can. Do a very tight turnaround. And then this, I think, is where we're gonna initiate our first drop. Okay, let's back this up. Let's put her in reverse Terry just a little bit. I feel like having maybe a tiered drop would be better than just going straight down back to ground level immediately. So we're gonna stick with this height, because again, I don't think it's too terribly tall. But here, what if we did something like this? I don't even know that this would work necessarily. I mean, it's working so far. So far, so good. This one will take back to 0 and go out straight. I think it would be cooler to go over the water as well. So do we need to go straight? Could we keep going down? Our guests gonna hit their head on that? Probably. Yeah, probably. Let's go back to 0 here. We just took a pretty good hit financially from several rides breaking down back to back. I don't know why log flumes and roller coasters, any track ride really, I don't know why they're so difficult for me to create. Maybe it's my AC/DC. Honestly, I have no idea. But the very last thing that I need to do here is just try to get this to connect to this. Sounds easy, right? It's not. It's really not. Your height is never exactly where you want it to be. Even if we do that, it's gonna be too low. It's a nightmare. There we go. Hey, at least we can use the auto-complete function if we get close enough, right? That That takes out some of the challenge there. I don't think this is a bad layout. It's definitely more intricate than ones that I've made in the past. Usually we have like 2 drops and it just kind of goes in like an oval type shape. So this is quite a bit more elaborate than what I usually do. And this alone, can't say I've ever seen a log flume with like a spiral drop. So we'll see if that does good things for us. Probably won't. I just gotta see how it does here. Okay, it's not too fast. Seems pretty enjoyable too as far as the excitement is concerned over there. Okay, now into the actual lake. The lake water does kind of clip through the water in the ride a little bit, but I don't think from far away that it looks bad necessarily. Very slow through here though. Very slow. At least they have nice scenery to look at. They are in the middle of a lake after all, so there's a chance if this dude spawns back in time, they'll be able to see the shark attack any minute now. Any minute now. Okay, yeah, the opportunity kind of passed them up on that one. Also went through and made sure that our lifts are going Mach 5. Maximum 14 miles per hour. This is gonna be their first proper drop and splashdown zone. Nice. Carried some good speed through there. Excitement was pretty solid as well. We've got another little lift right here, just a small one. Let's go ahead and fast forward too so we don't have to wait for very long. So they might gain a little bit of speed down this, but I thought this was kind of a neat idea to go around just the top of the station over the gondola. They got a couple more pirates they might be able to see. Not that well. If you're actually in ride POV, you might not see them at all. And then back into the station. What do we got? Got to see those results, dude. How we doing? Wait. Excuse me, what? Okay, we're just gonna run that again, I guess. No idea what happened there. We got a 4.9 excitement, 3.57 fear, 2 nausea, which is solid. Our prestige, 569. But we also don't have any queue scenery around here. We have no scenery really whatsoever. It's a whole lot of nothing going on over here, but we'll fix that. Don't you guys worry. For now, though, we've got a starting prestige of 569. Nice. Divided by 35 will give us an initial ticket price of $16.25. Now what we have to do is finish out our queue, make sure that's looking good, build some type of structure around the station, maybe even extend the station out. We could extend it all the way out to where it starts to, where the track starts to curve. It's probably not the worst idea, but we can leave our operation mode on standard. I'm pretty sure that's the only one we have available. Rat meow. Anyways, let's add... God, how many rafts do we want? How many do we need? How many can we do? 20. 20 is gonna be the max. So I'm thinking 10. Probably just to get us going. Minimum rider load, that's gonna be full load, of course. We'll change this to 120. Minimum departure interval. Useful for spacing out cars. Let's go with 10 seconds. We'll see how that looks. Spacing's quite a bit better. Okay, decent. I don't want them to be bunched up like this. We definitely want only one to go around the spiral at a time. 10 seconds seems to be pretty dang solid. We'll see how things end up once they start to get to the end here. So these two still going to be bunched up because we didn't have our time interval set correctly. These two are the proper distance apart. It looks pretty solid to me. They do come in here with a lot of speed, don't they? Might get a little whiplash from that, maybe. Hopefully not, though. Let's start figuring out this here queue. So we've got a 13-foot wide path. That's perfect. We're gonna drop a little staircase down, and then I think I'm gonna try to leave this space open for our priority queue exit. I feel like that'll work pretty well for us. And then we're just gonna do something nice and simple. Try to bring it all the way over to here. That looks pretty good. We don't really have to do like what we usually do, snake in the path around and stuff. Since it's plenty long, I don't think we'll have any trouble with that whatsoever. But it was important to bring it all the way over here so that we'd have, you know, ample amount of room from the guest's head to the bottom of the log flume. Don't want anyone bonking their noggin. Now we can enable the priority pass, and we'll add our entrance right here. And it's gonna be a straight shot. Ooh, all the way over to here, but it's doing that thing. Not a big fan of that. Let's go with here then. We could also do this to try to get our priority pass members a little bit closer to the actual front of the line. Now that we have that done, we just need a much smaller queue going from here all the way down to the exit. I probably should have left the railing on for these paths, but that's okay. We can always fix that later, right? So we're just gonna bring that all the way down to right there. That looks solid. The log flume typically or historically is a very good ride. People like to ride this ride, so this length of a queue should be fine. Should be. I'm testing it out before we open it up. One mow again after changing the minimum departure interval to 12 seconds instead of 10 to hopefully prevent the logs from getting like bunched up in the station. It seems a little bit better. Maybe 13 would be spot on, but it's okay. I think that's probably gonna be good enough. So there we go. Choppers Creek is officially open and ready for business. If you guys have any suggestions for a better name for this ride, please do let me know down in the comments. We're gonna take 603 divided by 35 to get a new ticket price of $17.22. We've got two groups now exiting the station, embarking on the ride's maiden voyage. Dude, 14 miles per hour is fast. Hang on. Let's go ride camera on this. Oh, front bumper camera is probably the best. It's pretty quick. Not gonna lie, it is pretty quick. But hopefully they enjoy themselves, and if they do, our prestige should increase. But I think what we need to do now is maybe tweak the ride color a little bit. I'm not sure that blue is the best color for a log flume, like for the flume itself, not the logs. The logs obviously have to stay brown so they look like logs. But this I think we could change. I just don't know what color I want to do. Brown actually probably wouldn't be bad. Let's copy this brown and we'll see how that would look on the flume. And then what if we did those in black? That's kind of nice. And then this in brown, also kind of nice. What would that look like in black though? Let's go black on that as well, and then brown on the underside. Or maybe that's too dark. I honestly don't know. Maybe yellow would be better. Maybe something brighter than blue would be better. Let me know what you guys think, of course. These poor people, our first guests that were brave enough to try our brand spanking new ride, are stuck a little bit. It's gonna be a while before they actually exit the ride, but we're still getting notifications for having high levels of theft in the park. So I think what we need to do now, since we have quite a bit of money to work with, let's head into our staff under our security guards. We've got them all trained up now to level 2, but I think level 3 will help us out even more. And of course, we do still have to go around and place down a bunch of security cameras. That would obviously help these guys out tremendously. So we went from $75 to $100 last time. Let's maybe go with, or wait, are any of them complaining about their pay? Maybe we can just stick with 100 bones. We'll try that until they actually get trained. Then when they're properly level 3, they might start to complain. So we'll just keep a close eye on that. But what I'm gonna do now is try to build some type of structure, even if it's just temporary. We might not like it, right? but we need some type of structure around just the station. All right, just a real quick build again. I think it's probably going to be a temporary structure on the station here. I just don't think that the sandstone is really matching the vibe of the log flume. Also, our first group of guests has finally gotten off the ride after several hours waiting, so sorry about that. But we have a new prestige of 692. So let's get out our handy dandy calculator. 692 divided by 35 is going to give us a new ticket price of $19.77, which is great, but 3% of the guests that have gotten on so far, or wanted to get on, 2% now, have said that they don't have enough money. And that's kind of because we don't have any ATMs in the pirate area. Bit of an oversight. Definitely a bit of an oversight. So, what I would like to do is I think start adjusting these buildings so we can get them ready to add our hotel later. Another thing we should probably do real quick, somebody had mentioned this in the previous episode and I totally forgot to do it. This hotel, the Desperado Hotel, is still losing money. And we've already gotten rid of the spa, which did help a little bit, but I think we also need to get rid of the restaurant. And the reason for that is because we have the Undertaker restaurant right yonder, and it does great. $443 made just last month. So I don't really think we need to have a hotel that also has a restaurant, especially because we have these concessions over here that do very, very well. Dude, look how much more people we have in the Western Zone versus the pirate theme zone. It literally is a ghost town. The log flume so far hasn't helped. Wait. We also need to adjust our advertised destination to include our new ride. Oh God, I need to reselect everything now. Whoops. There we go. We can also adjust our other signage over here in the actual pirate zone. And now that we've done all of that, reminds me we should probably adjust our pirate work roster as well, because at the moment, none of our mechanics know what the heck's going on with the log flume ride. Okay, we're losing money. The ride is losing money for now. Its reliability is high, so we're gonna make that inspection schedule every 20 minutes. And that should be perfect. Should I also turn on don't block the station? Cause like, it's getting pretty backed up over here, which you hate to see it. Just by checking this little box, that's gonna fix all of our issues. So now that that is turned on, this is gonna leave with no one on it. This next one is gonna leave with no one on it. Perfect. Okay, that's better. Now that there are actually people in line, they will load up on this one. Everything's great. All right, it's fixed. Now we're gonna turn our attention to our future. Dude, why can I not speak today? Why? Now we're gonna turn our attention to our future hotel location. So this building here, this one just over here. All I'm gonna do is extend out the base dock structure. Instead of being 3 wide, I think I'm gonna make it 4 wide, just so people can actually walk around like the back side of the building. Maybe we have a back entrance, or we could put additional like staff resting facilities over here. That's probably not a terrible idea, but shouldn't take me too long. I'll see you guys here in just a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Since it's probably not gonna look all that different to you guys, I decided to stop after completing the first one. That way we would still have this original to kind of compare it against. It is so incredibly loud in the pirate theme zone, so loud. But you'll notice on the back just how narrow the dock structure actually is. Now over to the edited one, we can actually fit a 13-foot wide path around the outside. So we could have guests, you know, circle in this place if we wanted them to do something like that. But I do still have to edit this one now. So same procedure. We've just got to do it again to another building.
A few moments later.
There we go. Now both of these two buildings are fully ready to be equipped with all the proper hotel stuff. But before we get to that, I think we should go through and fix our path, or I guess make a path going around the building. I forgot to add railing right here. What am I doing, dude? Is this my first time or something? We'll just get rid of those real quick. Copy that again. And paste. What about the other side? Yep, kind of forgot to do it over here too. Hey, that's my bad. That's my bad. I was trying to be quick about it though. I didn't want to spend several hours just building buildings, or rather editing buildings we've already built today. But that seems quite a bit better. So we actually have to edit it one mo again because this guy, oh, I should probably reselect that grid. This guy needs to go up, just like what we did on our very, very first buildings, like in our sort of Pirate Town Square area. We're gonna lift that bad boy on up. Now if we go into paths, select a grid, if we select this, it should put it at the perfect height. That looks bang on, dude. Now that our paths are out of the way, we can once again edit this building, and I think we're finally ready to add in all the hotel stuff. So right here under hotel, the first thing we need is, of course, the hotel foyer, and that's not lining up with the door whatsoever. There we go. Seems like that's gonna be where we want it height-wise. Let's change that to 2 feet so it doesn't get weird on us. There we go. Hotel foyer installed. And then rather than having an additional hotel foyer or foyer in this building, I think we're just gonna fill this one with a specific type of room. Maybe standard, maybe luxury, whereas the other one will all be the other version of room that we didn't put in the other building. Why can I not speak today, dude? I can't form coherent sentences, and it's bugging me. It's bugging me real bad. So maybe we'll do standard rooms on this side, and we can do the more luxurious ones in the other building. Time to connect all these hotel rooms to the actual hotel. Can select rooms that are already connected to other foyer objects. No, we don't want that. But we can make a pretty big selection over that. There's 23 standard rooms in that side. So then over here, excuse me? Are they too far away? Oh, rooms with a red outline are too far away from the foyer or foyer object to be connected. Nice. Nice, that is good. That's very cool, very cool. So obviously we have to do things a bit differently than I originally intended, which means we're going back to just stacking our hotel rooms underground. And that's just gonna have to work. But we've got 55 total hotel rooms now, so we can connect all of them. How many do we have of each? We have 39 standard and 16 luxury. That should be plenty. We're gonna need room service. We're gonna need a restaurant. I'll just wait to confirm that, I guess. We're gonna need internet access, a spa, a gym, an arcade for $1,000, an additional $1,000. All right, this thing has to make us money. It just has to. I'm gonna upgrade this or increase this to $40, and let's try $50 for the luxury room. As for this building, I didn't want to just have it sit empty. I did go through and edit it pretty extensively. So we have, as the sign would suggest, a restroom in the front portion of the building, right yonder, and then round back, another staff resting facility. I didn't at all pay attention to where the door was here, so hang on. We can fix this, we can fix this. We just need to grab this, and move it over here. Yeah, that still doesn't line up. I might just move the door instead. That's probably easier. I want to check in with our Hotel Desperado. Is it still losing money? Standard rooms are too expensive. Okay, everyone thinks that things are too expensive now because we did remove a lot of amenities. So let's go 30 and 35. Maybe people would be more inclined to pay that. Is there anyone even in it? Oh, people are still using it, but it's losing more money than it did before. Which, honestly, that just means that people aren't actually going in there. Maybe $25 and $30 for luxury? We'll try that. See how it does. Is this still doing good? Oh, yeah. Still in the green. That is all we need. But back over here, restroom block, good. Staff resting facility, now fixed. Door actually lines up with where it should be. And our hotel probably hasn't made any money yet. We had one guest. Oh, wait. Again, I've got to go around and adjust all of our signage. Now I think we should probably go through and add in those ATMs that I mentioned earlier and then forgot about shortly thereafter. That's my bad. But probably wouldn't hurt to have one kind of close to the main entrance to the pirate theme zone. Maybe have one in Town Square and maybe another one over here kind of near our hotel. I think that'll help. Our guests really shouldn't have any more excuses as to why they don't have enough money to do things. Unless, of course, they're broke, then I guess the ATMs don't really help them out. But we have one new one over there by the main entrance. We have one over here in Pirate Town Square. And last but not least, one more over here in front of the restroom, staff resting facility building, and close-ish to the new hotel. How's that doing, by the way? It's losing a lot of money. It is losing a lot of money, right meow. Oh, rooms are so cheap. Well, they said that at Hotel Desperado too. I'm gonna stick with $40 and $50 for the time being. Maybe later on, you know, after some more time passes, we can change it. But there's one more thing I want to do today, and that's, of course, get a nice POV ride of our log flume, but also, under research, we have a new ride ready to be revealed, the Rolling River, which you bet your sweet bippy next episode, that is precisely what we're going to be adding over here. I'm thinking probably in this general vicinity. Should have plenty of space for it. Maybe we need a coaster out here too, dude. I don't know. Oh, we do have the coaster that's like a water ride type thing also, right? The Cascade. So maybe we could use that too. There's so many ideas bouncing around in the old dome piece. I'm having a hard time like putting my ideas into the park. But now that we have that ride research, we were gonna ride the ride. Dude, my brain is broken today and I hate it. All right, let's go to a raft that hasn't yet left the station, which is going to be this one right here. And then we'll do seat view. Oh, but it's gonna be a kid, isn't it? And the next one is also going to be a child. When you're in the POV of a kid, it's obviously quite a bit lower because they're shorter than most. So maybe this one will be better. There we go. All right, let's just sit back and enjoy the ride. Here we are, coming back into the station. Nice little splash right there. Nice little splash at the end. Not too bad. It's honestly better than I was expecting, because like this whole first portion of the ride has such good views of all the different scenery items that we have in the pirate zone. The back half, or like the later half of the ride, not so much. I think we could probably add some more scenery, some more decoration over here to, you know, not only improve the queue scenery rating, but also just improve the ride's overall vibe. But unfortunately, that is all I have time for today, so that's where we're going to wind things down at for now. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.